purchase. Now, we are the low-end users, okay, of petroleum. So, for the distributors and for the people that are actually providing us with all this oil, do you think it's fair, the way in which they are setting the price? It's a very good question for you to consider about, okay? Now, here are some background information and simply the things that we will be covering today in this lesson. In general, there's going to be questions. Now, the two main suppliers, okay, they are the OPEC and the IEA. Now, what are some causes of booming oil prices? Okay, the concerns. The supply concern, the political instability, okay, is when politics are unstable, meaning, let's say, a government might go to war or a government might be overthrown by its people. The effect on the global economy, the alternatives, meaning what, different options, and what are the current market speculation. Okay, so these are the quick guideline of what we will be talking about in detail for the lesson today. Now, petroleum, okay, petroleum, gas, oil. Petroleum is one of the major energy resources worldwide. Like other commodities, crude oil prices have wide swings. What are wide swings? Anybody? What are wide swings? Wide swing. Up and down a lot. Excellent. Okay, usually when a swing is moving from left to right, okay, meaning it's not stable. So when we're talking about wide swings, it's talking about a huge range. There's a very large range in the way in which it is moving. It could be either it's increasing or it is decreasing. Now, wide swings in times of shortage or oversupply. Its price per barrel has been raising continuously, or you can say nonstop, ever since the 1998, and the cost of it has remained debatable. Meaning what? Like I was saying just now, who are they to tell us how much it should cost? Okay, for the low-end users. Why should they decide? Now, as current prices continue to rise, the demand for this energy source remains strong. Okay? So, do you think it has influenced you? Okay, as in you, yourself, in any of your daily matters, the increase of oil prices. Now, how many of you drive a car to work? This is the easiest way to find out. I am pretty sure I would say 60 to 70% of you would at least need to drive to work maybe 3 to 4 days out of the entire week. Okay? But it might not seem as such a big deal for the moment, but then if you're in the shipping industry, okay, or if you're in the airline industry, or if you are in the freight liner, a freight liner is the big boat that carries cargo across the sea. Okay? If you are in that field or industry, it would make a huge difference to you. Because when we're calculating the price of oil, we're talking about per barrel. So normally if you are, let's just say, a low-end user in which you would just drive a car or 2 cars, you don't need to consume that much oil. So it should not have such a significant, well, damage to your economy. Maybe it will, for sure, certainly, but then to the extent in which other people would think so, if they are owners of transportation companies, then yes, it would make a huge difference. What is the maximum price per barrel possible? So far, can anybody tell me, what is the price? Is anybody aware of what the price is right now? $200 per barrel. 124, 126, 128, 130. Okay, see, perfect example of fluctuating, okay, or wide swing, okay, or wide swing right now, because I'm having a lot of different answers. Nobody is saying the exact same answer. So what we do know is it's between $120 all the way up to $200, okay? 147.35, 160. Now, tells you what? It's unstable, okay? It's extremely unstable. Now, if there is a little instability, it is understandable. But when there is such a huge difference in the range, then you know something is obviously wrong. So, can production keep up with the rising demand? Okay, naturally, this is a question that does not even need to be asked, because we are depleting. Okay, we are depleting the earth of the natural resource, meaning the natural resource that it takes a long time to build, and yet we are burning it, meaning we're using it faster than we can actually manufacture it, or faster than the earth can actually fill it up back to its original stock. So, will there be any alternatives available by then? Other options? Okay, now, a lot of people right now are starting to drive so-called electronic cars in which it's charged up by batteries, or gas cars or whatnot, or people would think it's a nice way to go to work by riding a bicycle or a scooter, okay, or simply take the mass transportation. Ethanol, okay, that's good, Benjamin. Now, none of these questions can be clearly answered, meaning we will call these kind of questions a rhetorical question. Okay? A rhetorical question, folks, a rhetorical question is simply a question that